Hey guys, this is Jennifer, and this is the Jennifer Allwood Show, the podcast where you learn how to create a beautiful home and build a creative business. Grab a cup of coffee, find a cozy spot in the house, and let's chat. I'm excited you're here. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Jennifer Allwood Show. I'm super excited that you're here today, and I'm super excited about my topic today. So today we're talking about Facebook. And you all know that I have a total love affair with Facebook. I just think Facebook is by far one of the very best things that's happened to my business. And I think it's one of the very best things that small business owners can use. It's like the best free marketing in the world. Did I just say bestest? I might have just said bestest. So we're going to talk about Facebook today. And the reason we're going to talk about Facebook is because, in case you haven't heard, they've recently made a few algorithm changes. Now listen, as soon as Facebook came out and announced that there was going to be some algorithm changes, I started getting private messages, emails, people in my inner circle freaking out kind of left and right. And basically saying, what do we do now? Is Facebook dead? Are we going to have to pay to play? Those sorts of things. And so I've done a lot of reading. I've done a lot of research. I've done a lot of talking to the people who are, some of them very much more in the know than what I am. And I've kind of formulated a Cliff Notes version of Facebook's announcements, and then some things that you guys can do to make sure that you are still seen in the Facebook feed, because that's the bottom line. That's really what everybody is wanting as a business owner. And then telling you also a couple of things not to do, okay? So the Cliff Notes version of what happened at Facebook in just the last few weeks is basically this. Mark Zuckerberg kind of came out and said, look, we're wanting this Facebook experience to be really the best possible experience that it can be for most people. Essentially, most people want to see puppies, waving babies, funny memes, those sorts of things, and less things from businesses, less things that feel spammy, less things that are like clickbait. They want you to click here and take you outside of Facebook. And so in all honesty, I do believe that the team at Facebook is just really trying to make Facebook a better experience for the user. So first of all, I want you to get out of your mind that Facebook's messing with us business people, that it's trying to just, things get going and it's always changing things. Like, I want you to get totally rid of that mentality and look at it from Facebook's point of view. They want those of us who are business owners, who have business pages, to be doing less clickbait. Now, if you don't know what clickbait is, things like, I'm sure you've seen those posts in your Facebook feed. They'll say something like, you're never going to believe what this woman did with this piece of furniture. Click here to see the after. Okay, that's clickbait. And most of the time that's taking you out of the Facebook feed and taking you over to something else. Maybe to a blog, maybe to somebody's website, maybe over to Pinterest. And so Facebook is basically saying, you know what? Enough with the clickbait. People don't want to be baited. We want Facebook to actually be a place where relationship occurs. Okay, so that's one thing Facebook has said that's going to change. Another thing is it doesn't want you to be doing posts on the Facebook feed that are engagement bait. Now, engagement bait is something like one of those posts that you've maybe seen. Which of these 4 bedrooms would you rather sleep in? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Okay, so the whole reason people do posts like that is, of course, they're interested in your opinion, but more often than not, they're interested in the fact that those types of posts are going to get major reach. And so they use those posts as a way to get a lot of comments, a lot of shares. When that happens, Facebook obviously gives their whole page a little bit of a boost in the Facebook algorithm. And so Facebook is basically saying, we don't like it when you engagement bait either. We don't want you using your Facebook fans and using their responses as a way to get your page seen more. And so all of those things, I think if you look at it from Facebook's point of view, those are all great changes that they're trying to make. And so for the last couple of weeks, I've seen people losing their ever-loving mind, freaking out about, what do we do? Do we post more? Do we post less? Do I quit on my business page? Do I start going to groups? Jennifer, do I just use my personal page? Should I now focus on Instagram? And I'm here to tell you that literally, you guys, we all need to chill. Like, seriously. Everyone needs to chill about the Facebook algorithm change. Basically, if you have been running your business page like you should have been in the last, couple of years, the changes that Facebook has made really are not going to affect your page that much. So listen, first of all, they're rolling out slowly the algorithm changes. So it's not like overnight, everybody's pages are just going to tank. Okay. Facebook's not dumb. First of all, it understands that it gets tons of ad revenue from people like you and I, businesses. So it's going to make sure that it does keep us happy to some degree. So don't anticipate your page just absolutely tanking. Don't get onto the fear mongering train that other people are on. And there's some things that you can make sure that you do that'll keep your page to be seen. Okay. So number one is we're not going to panic. The sky is not falling. It's going to be fine. Okay, let me repeat. It's going to be fine. Your Facebook page is going to be fine. Number two, I want you to stop complaining and murmuring about Facebook. You guys, I've ran my business. I had my painting company in Kansas City, the Magic Brush, for 17 years. Okay, so back in the day, let's talk about back in the day. Now I'm sounding like my grandparents. But back in the day, I was, doing yellow page ads. I was taking out spots in local magazines to have my business featured. I was sending out mailers. I was paying my kids' athletic teams to have our name, sponsored or on a sign somewhere. Okay, so all of that has gone by the wayside, by the way. Facebook has replaced all of that. Social media has replaced all of that. And so complaining and murmuring about Facebook does nothing but just further just spread the gloom and doom. Okay. So stop, number one. Okay. And number two, remember that Facebook is still the best form of free advertising that you have for your business. Literally, Facebook is the best thing that's happened to my business. It has recently been a verified page. We've gotten verified. I have, I think, 300 and some thousand Facebook followers, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. So watch your murmuring, watch your complaining about Facebook, because that is not helping the situation at all. All right. Here are some things, number three, that I've taught in my inner circle for people to be doing. And if you've been doing these things on your social media and in your business, then you really don't need to panic, okay? So I've taught everybody to never put your eggs in one social media basket. Basically, that means it's great that you have a ton of followers on Facebook and you spend all your time there. But just remember that you don't own any real estate on Facebook. At any time when things change, algorithms change, the pricing of running ads change, rules change, you're at their mercy. And so you have to have your eggs dispersed a little more than just in the Facebook basket. Okay, so I've always taught to build your company on Facebook and then always have a second social media that you're also doing really well at in your business. Now, listen, people will say to me all the time, Jennifer, so which is the second one? Like, should I do Snapchat? Like, I don't really get it, but I can figure it out. Or should I do Twitter because it's been around forever? Or what about Instagram? And I'm like, look, the bottom line is this. Instinctively, we are the best at the social media that we understand the most. Does that make sense? The one that we play on the most is going to be the one that we do the best on. So let's pretend for a second that Facebook is down and you're at the dentist office with your kids. Which social media would you pick up your phone and play on? If it's Pinterest, then maybe rock your Pinterest. If it's Instagram, then rock that. But you don't need to have permission from anybody or get the nod of approval in terms of which second social media for you to rock. But you do need to be rocking too. I want to tell you guys a little story. A couple of years ago, it was 2 years ago at Christmas time, I woke up one day and all of a sudden my Facebook page was gone. And at that time, I think I probably had 150,000, I'm guessing, or maybe 100,000 Facebook followers. And you guys, that is a really vulnerable feeling. I'm not going to lie. It was painful. And I was like, what have I done? How do I get this fixed? How is my business ever going to recover if I've lost this many fans? That was the day that I realized, and it was shut down for 3 days. And then Facebook was so amazing to work with. And it was back up, and we've been trucking right along ever since. And so the point of that, and what I learned during that 3 days that it was down, is to, number one, make sure my eggs are never all in that basket again. And number two, the value of building an email list. Listen, Linda, okay, listen. If you are someone who has built your business strictly on social media, but you do not have a website and you do not have an email list, you are leaving money on the table every single day. The truth of the matter is this. if something ever goes sideways with one of your social media accounts, as long as you have an email list, you can still make money. During the 3 days that my Facebook page was down, I was still able to communicate with people who were on my email list. I was still able to do end of the year sales. I was still able to make revenue, even with my Facebook page being down. So an email list is absolutely critical. Another thing you can do to make sure you are weathering the algorithm storm is to make sure that you are building relationship with your business Facebook page. If all you're doing every day is what I like to call barfing up sales posts, you are totally missing the boat with Facebook. Look, Mark Zuckerberg wants you to remember that this is a social media. Like, it's supposed to be social. It's supposed to build relationship. So when you get on your Facebook page for your business every day, stop trying to put on your business hat and make everything sound professional and make everything look perfect, because people don't relate to that. That's not relational. Now, I'm not saying to go out and be a hashtag hot mess all over the place necessarily either. What I am saying is go to your Facebook page every day with the heart of, how can I serve the people who are following my page? It's an honor that I have 307,000 Facebook followers. How can I serve those people? How can I teach them? How can I encourage them? How can I mentor them? What can I give them? Can I give them tips? Can I give them tricks? Can I give them little pieces of advice? That is how I look at my Facebook page every single day. And if you want to look at it from a biblical perspective, let me just say this, okay? The Bible says that to whom much is given, much will be required. If you have been given a social media platform, all right? And listen, even if you have 10 followers, you've got a platform. You have a responsibility to serve the people who are showing up on your platform, okay? So if you will start looking at your Facebook page as a place to build relationship, to add value, to serve your community, then you're going to be right in line with what Facebook is wanting you to do. And they will show your posts more because it's relationship building and not just trying to do clickbait or engagement bait, okay? Another way that you can absolutely be trying to weather this storm is to make sure you're doing live videos. All right, listen. For those of you who are in my inner circle, you know that I preach about this all month long, the value of doing Facebook Live videos. Facebook itself has said that it will show Facebook Live videos to 6 times the amount of people it will show a regular post. It's going to get 6 times the amount of reach as a regular post. Facebook Live is one of the best ways to build relationship. And if you continue to go back to the announcement from Mark Zuckerberg, he wants you to be building relationship. So Facebook is basically saying, we want you to build relationship and we want you to use Facebook Live. And those two things are like marriage partners. So Facebook Live videos are key. You guys, they're absolutely key for your business page. Now listen. People will say to me, but Jennifer, I don't like doing Facebook Lives, to which I will respond, well, then I don't know if I can help you to grow your page on Facebook. You have a couple of options to grow your Facebook page, okay? You ready for them? Here they are. Number 1, pay a lot of money for ads. Number 2, post content that goes viral on a regular basis. That'll increase your following. Number 3, do Facebook Lives. So you got to kind of pick your poison there. For me, I would rather go live on Facebook twice a week for at least 15 minutes. At least twice a week for at least 15 minutes. And that will continue to help me get my page in the feed and to get new followers that can become hopefully new clients. Okay. So listen, it's always important that you check whatever some expert, and I use that in air quotes here, is saying about anything that changes in social media. So I want you to make sure that you go read Facebook's article. You can go to newsroom.facebook.com and you can check out everything that they are saying there about the new algorithm changes. But literally, you don't have to be freaking out. Here's 2 things that you should not do, okay? Number 1, you should not quit Facebook. I've had people email me that. Should I quit spending my time on Facebook? And I'm like, are you out of your mind? Absolutely not. No. Facebook is a game. And if we're smart business owners, we'll figure out the rules and we'll play by the rules. All right. I'm telling you, that's still the very best thing that you can do for your business. So number 1, don't quit Facebook. And number 2, for the love, do not switch over to using a Facebook group in lieu of your page. Listen, you can't run ads to a Facebook group, at least not at the time of this recording. Nobody cares about the numbers of people that you get watching a live video in a group. Let me give you a good example. Hobby Lobby who I do Facebook Live videos in their store frequently, they don't care if I have a group where I'm doing the videos. They want to see a video on the Facebook page, and they want to be able to look at the reach and the engagement there. So you have to do it on your page. So whatever you do, don't tuck tail and just go run to a group. That is not going to solve the problem at all. And the truth is, groups have algorithms as well. So not everybody in your group is seeing every post either. Okay? So listen, the bottom line is this. Facebook wants you to put meaningful things on Facebook. They want you to do meaningful engagement posts. They want you to build relationship. And if you've been doing that, then literally you have nothing to worry about with the new Facebook algorithm changes. All right. So I hope that this podcast was a blessing to someone. I hope you've learned a little bit. As always, you can always check out my inner circle, which is at jenniferallwood.com/inner circle. When you join the inner circle, by the way, you are able to get access to my Facebook Live training for free. So there's always that. So thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you. Until next week, stay on Facebook and stay creative. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. I'm honored that you took the time to be here. If you could, we'd love it if you could run over to iTunes and leave us a review. And then make sure you find me on Facebook, where all the fun is happening. Don't forget that we have show notes over at jenniferallwood.com. And until next time, I want you to stay creative. Bye-bye.